It's time for some football. Welcome to Cincinnati's Paycor Stadium. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Santos out for the opening kick. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. On the return, here's Tyreek Hill. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over in LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
When Joe Burrow's between the white lines, he's one of the game's best and most entertaining quarterbacks. He just has a cool factor that is the envy of so many. Nothing seems to bother them other than some injuries that unfortunately have ended seasons early. When he's on the field, timing, the anticipation, Kate, the precision with which he plays, he has very few peers.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Burrow from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. 3rd down coming up.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or with big tight ends, a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Burrow's going to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Burrow out of the shotgun. That's complete to St. Brown outright. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. So 20 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down at the 43-yard line.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Off the play fake, Burrow. He's going to keep it this time. He's still going at the 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6. Another one for Gibbs. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Well, Brock, this was the type of start we expected, right? Given the lopsided matchup we've got. Now it's up to their opponents to start giving them a challenge. Keep this one competitive.
Easier said than done, and you know that, Kate, playing as severe underdogs on the road. How they respond on this next drive is going to be really telling for the direction this game goes.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
First down, Williams. Big strike here to Moore. And he's all the way across midfield, down to inside that 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Running for it. It's Swift. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Fourth down, Williams. He connects downfield. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They left the offense out there on fourth down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A draw now, this is Swift. And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Williams. Bengals get to him and take him down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroyed that play, they destroyed drives. Well done, defense.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Santos' kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
They were able to answer a score with a score. Maybe not to tie the game, but to certainly turn some of the momentum.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, this is McCaffrey. Escapes the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Cincinnati headed back out for its 2nd drive now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Burrow to the air now. Hits him on the end route. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Hey, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
3rd and short, it's Burrow. That is comped, and it's Higgins again. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
3 yards. That's good for our Bengals. 1st down. 1st and 10.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Burrow. He set up the screen to Higgins. Ooh, and the stop made awfully close to the marker and to midfield. It's going to be 3rd and short now from the 49.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd down run by Gibbs. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Bengals first down.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Finds the in route complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. Giving him an 18-yard pickup there. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Bengals football to begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. They give to Gibbs on the option. Shoots another one. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
A gain of 24 yards. That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, you get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
On 1st down, here's Burrow. This one's caught. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Looking to throw, Burrow. Called in by Worthy, right side. He's got a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals now lead by 10. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bengals drive their lead to 11.
Bengals 14. Bears 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Devin Duvernay
Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
3rd down, here's Williams. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Off the play fake, Williams. He'll step up, and there he goes.
If you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets, the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun. Get to Swift. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Williams from the gun. On target to Moore. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Swift. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Monangai. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Tight end in motion right. They'll try to run with Swift. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. They'll throw for it. And they don't get Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. The tight end in motion now. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Gained a little bit there. Kind of feels like a gain of nothing. You know why? Because you're still playing with your backs against the end zone. No real breathing room. No margin for error.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. He's brought down, and that was close, Brock. Maybe a yard away from surrendering 2 points, but the stop did come outside the goal line. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Again, it's Gibbs. He hits a wall, stops at a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you can feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And his first effort, a tough one. It's going to come from the back of his own end zone. Jukes away from one. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Chicago getting set to take the field down. They took their shot on 4th and goal, came away empty-handed, so a lot to like, Brock, but just need to find a way to punch it in this time. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set, 1st and 10. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying grounded with Swift. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
Well, one defender failed. Well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he put just a little too much on this one as it hits in the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals to take over once again. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. Finds his man. It's Worthy. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
It'll be 2nd and 7 on the other side. We've reached our 2-minute warning. The Bengals playing themselves to a lead here in Paycor. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Burrow from the gun. Completed over the middle. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd and 1. Burrow. This connects with Higgins. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 5 on the play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Burrow on 1st down. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, it's Burrow. Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop. I'm going to say it about the 37-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw. Quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. Going play action here. Burrow finds him over the middle. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. Cincinnati uses its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. To the air again. Complete. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Aubrey puts it through. And just before halftime, Brock, they're able to add 3 to their advantage.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the 2nd best thing you could do. You could take all the time down, the points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for 1 more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Here's the final play of our first half. Throwing here just before halftime. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. At a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Blackwell now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Second half starts with a run by Swift. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Working from the gun, Williams. Some big trouble now, and the ball is out. And the Bengals get to it!
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Now here comes the Bengals on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. The shotgun, Burrow, brought in, and he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Gibbs now from the gun. And second down only works out for a yard.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Toward the end zone, but incomplete. That's going to force them into a 4th down decision.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Aubrey puts it through, and that makes this a 3-score game.
I know it's not a touchdown, but that's exactly what you want to do after a takeaway. Make them pay, and in this case with 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. First call here coming from the shotgun. Williams set to pass. That finds Komet downfield. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
First down, Chicago.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did. Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Connecting with his back here, Swift. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, here's Williams. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. A start on the ground with Gibbs. There he goes, right sideline. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown.
The double whammy of this one, Kate, is just where they were on the field. Mentally, defensively, it's almost like an 8-point swing, going from the chance of a safety in one end zone to watching them celebrate in the other one.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bengals make it a 24-point ball game.
27. Bears 3.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Blackwell now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
All set to go now from the 35. Williams to throw on first. They set up the screen here to Swift. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Running with Swift out of the gun. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And Bengals with an extra DB out there now, 3rd down. Williams from the gun. It's on target to Moore. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, nothing very fancy about that. That's just a textbook curl route. I think they were running curl routes last century, and it's a play that works a high percentage of the time then, just like it did now.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be 1st down Bears.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Working inside the red zone. Connection made, Kyle Madungai. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. And we're going to have to pause here. An injured Bengals still out there and being looked at now. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Now here he goes. And they take this in for the score. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Tight end give right up the middle. And he's in. The 2-point try pumps this lead to 16. That makes this a 2-score game.
27. Bears 11.
All right, partner, it is a small step on a long road back, but a necessary one. The touchdown and that conversion drop us back down to a 2-score game.
So you're saying there's a chance, Kate, just a little bit of a chance. Maybe they got to do it again and again and again. But all I know, time may not be on their side, but they did gain just a little bit of momentum.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. He'll now to return it. Things going well so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Bengals and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
That's good for a Bengals first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Burrow now on 1st down. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. He dodged the tackle. Next snap coming inside the red zone. Brock picks up 9 on the play.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They're running the option, short side. And he's able to get this down to the 13. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow from the gun. He's calling his own number again. The Bengals make it a 3-possession game. Joe Burrow with the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one splits the uprights, and the Bengals stretch the lead to 23. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bears about set for their next possession. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. swift to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On play action, Williams. Complete right side, Burton has it. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Rolling from the gun here. The 3rd down throw falls incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
On now comes their punter. And they could really use a good one here. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Bengals and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. They are in great shape here as we wind down this 3rd quarter. They've got a 3-score lead. Another that could put this just too far out of reach. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Burrow out of the shotgun. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from first down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Burrow on the play action. Hauled in by Worthy, right side. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Burrow on 1st down. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Burrow to the air now. Completed over the middle. He gets it forward a little to his 46. Tyreek Stevenson getting up to track that one down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Bengals football, Brock, and they have got to be happy about the lead that they've built so far. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line.
Pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Here come the Bears back out on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Williams. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They're going to throw out of the gun. Throw right side, hauled in by Kmet. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
First down, Williams to throw. And he'll get it up to the 44.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Secured by Burden on a slant. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. A pickup of 17. And it'll be first down Bears.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Williams on first down. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
At the 35-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Second down now. They need 7. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 2.
Third down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Has his man caught by Odunze. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll run it with Monunga. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Williams from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Here's Williams. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, that they come down to a play or two and third down. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. They connect for the first. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on fourth down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
It's Menunga. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Williams. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Williams with the sneak. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears making the scoreboard look a touch better. Caleb Williams, the touchdown! On a quarterback sneak to the end zone. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears get it back to a 19-point deficit. Down by 3 scores, their hand is forced. They're going to try the onside kick here. And the Bengals hands team does its job recovering that kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock?
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Off the play fake. Burrow finds the in route complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
It's roots and preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. Now, this is going to take him into the red zone. He's down at the 16-yard line. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Another one for Gibbs. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Burrow back to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. This from 28 yards away. Aubrey puts it through, and that's going to make the advantage 22.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Duvernay on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Williams will look to throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Williams to throw on 3rd. He's going to run for it. Nice seam in the defense as he crosses the 45. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st down, Williams. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those true throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. To throw, Williams. Komet brings it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bears trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
To the air yet again, Williams. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far, brings up 2nd down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They're going to try to throw for it. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it, it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very plain play.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
So the Bengals pick up the win in this one. And they didn't fall victim to that dreaded trap game against a lesser opponent. They were the better team coming in. They played like it to earn the convincing victory. So for my partner Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Cincinnati.